Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Morrowind. Well, last time, we made our way here, to the village of Skaal, and our job now is to figure out what these guys know about this whole werewolf business. However, that might be a bit more complicated than it sounds, because, okay, they're fine with me being here for the time being, but they're also very much not keen on the Imperials, and it's my job to make amends, so, okay. A ceremony to restore the Skaal's original power. Need to speak to Caused a Wind Eye in order to figure out what needs to be done. And on top of that, while I'm going around, I may as well speak to everybody, because, yeah, you never know what you're gonna learn by having a quick chat with everybody. Especially as there was definitely talk of, yes, a special Skaal and nature magic, so if someone could teach me about that, that would be a very good news.
My son, my poor son, please help a sad old man.
Okay, well this is a good start. Gone into a random house and I found someone who's got a voice line. That's got to indicate something. Tymvaul, is that you, son? Oh, I'm sorry, please forgive the ramblings brought on by an old man's anguish. So, okay, buddy, where was your son last seen? I will go rescue him, or alternatively, bring you confirmation he's dead. He was getting water and fell into the well, and so lonely without him, ever since his mother passed, Tymvaul's been my only companion. The pool under the well leads to a series of ice caves known as Rimmerholler, so my boy may still be alive. But I'm too frail to search the caves, and everyone else in the village is convinced that Tymvaul is already dead, and must know if he still lives. Please, Orc, will you enter Rimmerholler and learn the fate of my son? So okay. If literally no one else in the village is willing to go look for him, that suggests he probably is dead. Like, he might have been gone a very long time, and this guy is not entirely remembering how long it's been. So, okay. Go find the corpse, bring back his very distinctive amulet or something, help this guy gain some peace, sure. And by the sounds of it, right, there might be two entrances to this location. We can either go through the well, but that involves going literally through the water. So, right. If you can't do water breathing, that might not be possible. I can, so that's fine. Though there might be a more direct route in some nearby ice caves, though, yeah, I need to find the ice caves. I can water breathe, so that's fine. We'll just go in the well. That way, we're following the same route as Sun did. Right, he said the well was around the back of the house, so that will be you over there, my friend. Just gave me the key and whatnot, so... Okay, lock level 100, you were keen no one else went down this well. Gotcha. Here we go, using the key. And John, he did literally just tell you, yes, you needed to have water breathing ready to go. That's fine, no problem at all, we could do that, lovely. So okay, we're just in a flooded ice tunnel for the time being. Keep on keeping on. Maybe have a weapon ready in case there's something nasty waiting for me up above. And okay, on this occasion, I was expecting, I don't know, bears or something. It's a skeleton. So down you go there. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, hang on. These skeletons are not messing around. These are tougher skeletons than we've seen. So, okay, John, just keep on the sandwiches, okay? Your shield will do a good job. Your big hammer can just knock them down. And that would explain why. You're not just a skeleton champion, you're a skeleton berserker. So, okay, the skeleton of, like, you know, a Nord berserker, presumably, which is why you're a fair whack tougher. Still, few bits of loot floating around here too, and blimey. That is a lot of potions, though most of it kind of cheap trash. The fact it's down here, though, is a bit weird. We're down the bottom of a well right now. Steel darts, lots of potions. Okay. Why precisely are there, yes, risen skeletons, a giant pile of potions, and a cave at the bottom of a well? Okay, and there's more of them too, so I'm just going to be, yes, powering up my strength so I can ideally two-shot them. And yeah, if nothing else, this is going to be helpful in boosting my flipping... Oh, hello! Okay. There's a person down here. I'll be with you in just a second, sir, though. Are you Tymvaul, by any chance?
The forces of darkness are mine to command. All shall bow before the terrible power of Tymvaul the Dark.
Right. So I'm guessing, you didn't fall down the well at all, did you? What happened was, yes, you deliberately set up a cave to do dark magic at the bottom of this well. Hence the chest with potions and whatnot. You've gone a bit bananas down here. Gotcha. Still, weapons away. Let's see if maybe we could persuade him that being an evil wizard at the bottom of the well is not a good idea, and instead he ought to go on a hangout with his dads. Right, pop on my persuasion gear just to give us a good chance of talking in rounds. Intruder, who dares venture so deeply into the halls of Rimahal? The mantle of woe is mine, do you hear? I have claimed the robe and its power. Okay, so apparently your shiny robe is powerful. Well, now I wouldn't mind having it for myself, but okay, he doesn't like me very much. Let's try and just, bribe him a bit. Suppose we could talk more. See if we can do, oh yeah, there we go. 91. Okay, I'm getting good at admiring people, that is spot on. And okay, we can't ask him about his dad or anything, but we can ask about this wonderful enchanted robe or something, so behold the vestments I now wear. When I read the old stories, I had to learn the truth. Could it be that an item of such grand magicka would lie so close at hand in the caves beneath my very village? I could contain my eagerness no longer and jumped into the well. I braved the dangers, and at last my efforts were rewarded. Soon the dead shall walk, and Tymvaul the Dark shall lead them. So okay, you're insane, you should die. I've been said by your father, take off the robe and end this madness because your father loves you. Let me join you. Together we can bring death to the worms of Saltzheim. Marvellous. Your affairs are your own business. I'll just be off. Beautiful. Alternatively, it shall be mine. I'm going to see if maybe, because, I slipped him some money and persuaded him first, I could just convince him to take off the robe. And ideally, give it to me. My father, could it be he still holds me dear to his heart? I only wanted to study the magic free from the laws of Skaal. Necromancy was quick and easy. The power it offers is so overwhelming. Here, take the robe, so... oh no, I'm not going to destroy it. This is my robe now. It's probably not even that good. Like, I'm wearing a very good robe right now. The robe of the Drake is excellent, so... okay. This guy accepts he's brought shame to his father, and he's going to leave Saltzheim and find a place to study true magicka. So my father, his lover, saved me. I will return to him someday when I can truly make him proud. So okay, we had another friendly naked nod to the pile at this point. Marvellous. Oh, bloody hell, what is this thing? So okay. Personality gets drained by 100 points, so that's... well, I was about to say 0. I think you can get into minus numbers, just as you can get into over 100, so... right, that would be well under 0, together with normal weapons like steel, basically anything below orcish or thereabouts. They're going to do more damage to me, but bloody hell! Magicka up, 5 times intelligence. My starting perk that gives me a bit of extra magicka is only 1.5 times intelligence, so that is going to be a ridiculous amount of bonus mana. And Conjuration gets fortified by 50 points, but I take 20 points of sun damage, so okay. That's why this guy was down here in the cave, because this kind of makes you into, like, a vampire, in a way. Nobody likes you, the sun causes you damage, but you're much better at certain types of magic, so... okay, if I just put this on right now... are you going to immediately attack me? Because my personality is... no, it's 0, it doesn't go into minus, so... right, he now likes me a lot less. Not because I'm wearing the robe I just took off him, but just because my personality is now nothing. But my magicka is up to 983. That is ridiculous. And also it says 84 on the drop-down thing, so, oh Morrowind, you are delightfully janky on occasion. My ultimate mega lightning nuke only costs 105. I could make a spell nearly 10 times stronger than that. And I could cast it. As long as I'm wearing this thing, so... okay. Well, this is interesting, though I suspect the moment I step outside... and yeah, this will be the back entrance over here. How much damage is 20 points of sun damage? Is that... okay, that's quite a bit of... oh, hang on, just let me back inside. Let me back inside. Okay, it's quite a bit of damage. Was that literally 20 points a second? It might have been 20 points a second. Right, put on my conventional robe, step outside, deal with you stupid losers for a second. No, excuse me, random reclings. Oh. Okay, there were slightly too many reclings crowded around that door. You know what? I'll just go back out the well, that's fine. Funnily enough, you don't even need water breathing to do it. You can actually just swim the entire distance without ever running out of breath, which is delightful. So, he's happy his son's alive and also making amends for the whole dark magic business, and as a result, I get some snow bear pelts. Honestly, nowhere near as good as that robe, but still, it's better than nothing. So okay, now we're safe and not being attacked. Inside, the robe does nothing. Outside, meanwhile, yeah, I'm currently on 220, and then about 1 second. Yeah, it's completely 20 points of damage a second, isn't it? Yeah, I can offset 1 point of that using the Necromancer's Amulet, so, okay. You can't really wear this thing during the day, but at night and in caves and whatnot. This might be pretty good, you know. Anyway, keep on keeping on, we need to find the local shaman. Oh, here we go, Course to Window, right at the edge of the village, so, my friend, apparently, I need to do something with you. There's a ritual that must be completed. On Solstheim, you'll find 6 standing stones, each representing one of the 6 gifts of the Allmaker. At each of these stones, a ritual must be completed. Once the ritual of the gifts is complete, the oneness should be restored. So, okay, these would be those big pillars I've seen previously. One had like the sun on it, and there was a second, but I forgot what was on that. So okay, know where a couple of those are already. And yeah, potentially I don't even need this guy to tell me. I know what they look like. They're very big, spiry things. They're pretty easy to spot at a distance. Ah, though hang on. This being a Morrowind, okay. It's not just a case of going up to the pillars and pressing A. There might be a different ritual at each one, because he's just given me an entire book to read. Okay, so one of the documents is just, yes, an origin myth of the Skaal. They appear to believe functioning in one single god, the Allmaker, and one opponent to that god, the adversary. Though yes, each of those gods may have multiple aspects. These ages, the adversary is known as the Greedy Man, so right. They're associating the Imperials with their version of the devil, basically. And conveniently, there might just be a sort of a prophecy story thing I can fit into. So, yeah, in the mythology, when the Greedy Man caused a trouble, various people from Skaal Society couldn't help out, but then a random person, a young man called Avar, lifted his voice, and he was the one who volunteered to go and sort it all out. So, right, just the same way I'm kind of like a Nerevar reborn, I could be the new second coming of Ivar. And here we go. The best way to find all the stones will be literally retracing the steps of Ivar in the story. So first up, the Gift of Water. He travelled to the Waterstone, and the Allmaker spoke to him. Travel west to the sea, and follow the swimmer to the waters of life. So he walked to the edge of the ocean, and there was the swimmer, a black hawker, sent from the Allmaker. So, right, this is presumably what I need to do. Just in the same way there was that white Gwar back on Vardenfell, if I find a black hawker, that might indicate I'm on the right track. So okay, that was about the rituals we perform. The other note is just straight up a map showing me where they are. So I'm up here at the moment. Wind and Beast are going to be the closest, and is there any reason why, yes, I have to do it in the same order that the kid Ivar did? The text doesn't specify a specific reason the kid started at the Waterstone, so Okay. We'll go towards, yes, the Windstone, was it? Because if I'm starting over here, the Windstone will be pretty much en route to the Waterstone anyway. So, yeah. If there's nothing I can do at the Windstone, we'll carry on to Water. And by the looks of it, yeah, because the rivers are on the map, I've got a pretty good idea as to where that's going to be. And once you get close, it should be pretty easy to spot anyway. Okay, so starting from here, just head, yeah, south and west. Keep an eye out for the water and... okay, well, there's those guys again. They're still after me, apparently, so... okay. Feel like you guys need to go down, actually. If we're lucky, maybe, yeah, you guys get stuck there while I just finish off one of your friends. Lovely. Then we finish off the rider, who I think is the nastier, though. Bloody hell. Okay. These guys, the Reclaims, not bloody kidding about. Just take you up, my friend. Then you, lovely. And finally, you're the Ice Witch, aren't you? So yes, you, nowhere near so bad. Then there's one more here. You go down too. Right, definitely easier to just go through the well. So okay. Cross over the water, though. Be careful. You guys chill or not? Who precisely are you guys? They're not naked, so they're not berserkers. They don't seem to be attacking me. Right. Hello there, friends. You have no business here. Leave now. Okay. And by the looks of it, okay, not a single person wants to speak to me. I'm assuming we'll be coming back here later to speak to you guys when a quest demands it. Still, just north of, yeah, those guys, this is the point where the river splits in two. The problem is, yes, is the Windstone where the symbol is, or where the text is? Looks to me like, yeah, it's closer to this branch over to the right of me right now, so, okay. Mosey in this direction, keep an eye out for the MacGibble winds. Okay, I'm increasingly suspicious that this map might be wrong in some capacity, because, yeah, the map clearly indicates Windstone right here by the branching water. But in the story, Ivar goes to the Windstone last, which is far on the western coast of the islands. But where it's marked on the map is most definitely not on the western coast. So, okay. I suspect something's gone a bit wrong with the map I've been given. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Back to, yes, where the river divides in two. Okay. So the Windstone was here. It just wasn't on the western coast of the island, but rather on the western bank of where the river splits. So, okay, the map was fine, but the story of Ivar was wrong. So, okay. It's located about here, so maybe we're looking for the top of the symbol in terms of, yeah, how we locate these MacGibbles. So, okay, the task here was find the greedy man and release the wind from captivity. So he wandered the land in search of the greedy man, looked at the trees, but the greedy man did not hide there, nor in the oceans, the caves, nobody had seen him. Till finally, he came to a crooked house, and he knew he would find the greedy man there. Who are you that has come into my house? I'm Ivar the Skaal, and I'm not a warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed. But I've returned the oceans, etc., etc. Okay, Ivar had done all that at this point. I haven't. I've come here first, which might break the prophecy. I'm really sorry if it does. But all he needed to do was grab the greedy man's bag and tear it open, because the winds were kept inside. Gotcha. Then he just returned to the stone. So, okay. By any chance, would the greedy man in the crooked house be that really weird guy who was handing out sweets, who killed the Khajiit that we ran into earlier? 'Cause that's possible. So, okay. Travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to a tomb and free the winds from a bag. So, possibly, yes, what's-his-face, the Allmaker, has just spoken to me when he interacted with the stone. Oh, never mind, I wasn't spoken to. There was a magical writing on the surface. So, okay. South and east of the Lake of Ice. Find a tomb, and there find the bag. And presumably, the greedy man. So, okay, the frozen lake was right here. So, yeah. From this point, just start going southeast-ish. Keep your eyes open for a tomb. Any sort of, well, I was about to say cave, but no. Maybe one of those more fancy, ornate stone door McGibbles. Oh, and hilariously, while I'm passing by, yes, the meat hall, I could ask this guy to make me some armor. Aside from the small problem, literally don't have enough gold to convert those snow bear pelts into a proper chest piece. Still, I can just afford a gauntlet, so let's get one of those and see how it compares to the best stuff I've got so far. So he'll be working on that, and he'll have it ready in 24 hours. Oh, and here we go, barely around the corner from those guys. Okay, we've got the flipping tomb, and inside we've got, yes, you creepy zombie lads, and a couple of zombie dogs as well. In fact, oh blimey, you seem tougher than, like, you know, the ones we had previously. Also, oh my goodness, the bone wolf is adorable. Okay, would you like to attack me, by the way? Because I wouldn't mind, yes, just slowly practicing my blocking, actually. So, come on. Couple more attacks if you be so kind. Couple more attacks. Okay, you guys are, like, you know, pretty on the tough side, actually. Careful. Down you go. I do like the bone wolves. I'd like to be able to summon these guys. Those guys are cute. I mean, I will give you, by the way, the flipping bag of winds is well guarded. No, bare minimum. Yeah, this is a nice little doorway where you guys are getting stuck up on each other, so they can only really attack me one at a time. There we go, my block is going in the right direction. Good block together with good healing. That'll do the job nicely, actually. Down you go, and once you guys are dead, yeah, I think the bone wolves are nowhere near as bad as you guys are. So down you go, please. Down you flipping go. Thank you very, very much indeed. And I think I see at the end here, well, one, more of that mysterious crystal stuff we need to figure out at some point or another. And two, a large mysterious bag. Okay, so nothing inside it, but did all the lights go out because the winds escaped? And thus that was represented by all of the flames being blown out. Okay, that's cute actually. Well done, Morrowind. That's a lovely touch. And okay, I could return to the Windstone to get to my first blessing, I assume. But I'm like moderately confident. Hang on. If that's the meat hall right here, that was the second stone I ran into, wasn't it? The beast stone, I think. Travel south, find the good beast, and ease its suffering. Okay, this is potentially embarrassing, but I just came from the south, and I killed a lot of beasts on the way. So okay, according to the story, we're looking for a bear with an arrow sticking out of its neck. Falmer may have been the ones who shot him. We need to approach the beast and say, "Good beast, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker has sent me to ease your suffering." So okay, hearing these words, the beast ceased his struggle, laid his head at Ivar's feet, so Ivar grasped the arrow and pulled it out. Using the nature magic he knew, he tended the wounds. Do I have the ability to heal other creatures? I can heal myself and I can cure disease for others. I don't know if I can actually, you know, heal others. Okay, well, no harm in finding the beast, so head due south. Probably not these hawkers, because, yeah, the story said bear. We may be looking for, I don't know, a bear surrounded by reeklings, because bloody hell, that's a lot of... Oh, hang on. That might be just what we're looking for. That is a lot of reeklings. Okay, lure them away from the bear, because the bear is a good bear. Then we could cast Ember Storm. So, guys, look, it's me. Why don't you come and... No, and... Okay, they're attacking the bear. Stop attacking the bear. Stop attacking the bear. don't attack the bear. Leave the bear alone. We're going to help the good bear. And ideally not accidentally hit the bear. So one more. Okay. We've saved the good bear. Hello there, good bear. And the good bear has got an arrow. We take the arrow out, because that's what the story says. Now... Okay, according to the story, Ivar went to sleep, and the bear defended him. Do I need to do that? I'm just going to, like, rest for a couple of hours. And maybe... Well, the journal has just updated. I don't see any more reclings. Like, those are the corpses that were already here. I don't see any more. Maybe there's, like, more stuff on the ground. I'm not sure. Oh, I wasn't supposed to wait with it so it could protect me like Ivar. I was supposed to wait for it just until it's healed by itself. So, apparently, it's done that, and also the good beast wants to go with me. Okay, so I've made a bear friend, and by any chance, am I about to learn the ability to summon a bear? Because it was definitely mentioned to me, these guys, the Skaal, could summon wolves and whatnot, so... Okay, we might be about to learn a very cool new trick. And there we go, the beast stone just started wibbling at me. Then it made a noise. Okay, I've reactivated the beast stone. Though tragically I appear to have not learnt the ability to summon bears. Okay, while we're in this bit of the world, the windstone is right flipping here, so yes, we can go and give this a poke as well. So, by any chance, friend, are you about to start wibbling, okay? We're reactivating the pillars one by one. Well, I'm gonna say, given, there appears to be a lovely path going westward right in front of me, let's mosey into this corner of the island. Have a bit of a look, see what we've got here, though. Hello there, mysterious rider. Yeah, those guys are nasty, so... What do you mean I resisted? Oh, did he reflect magic? And then I resisted the magic that was being reflected. I suspect that is what's happened, though. Okay. Bloody hell, that wolf was a bit on the fast side. Right, possibly, yes, these guys are like... completely magic resistant, or to be precise, completely magic reflecting, meaning you can't just magic them, they bounce it back at you. But if they try and bounce it back at me, it does nothing to me, so, okay. Possibly, I'm entering the nastier corner of the island here. Just, the amount of rocks and frozen ground and whatnot. Over there, it was more lovely fresh snow. This feels... worse, somehow or another. Anyway, just a mosey towards the southwest, follow the mountains down. We're looking for, like, a peninsulary bit just before you hit another river. So that should be, right about here. While I'm en route, do not forget to use my lovely magic mace to just help myself to some magic, though. You're reflecting that effect, aren't you? Right, you guys are, yes, even resistant to enchantments. Gotcha. Okay, so there's nothing I could do. In fact, actually, what I was doing was draining my own magic to him, because my drain magic from him to me effect was being reflected back to me, where it was being drained to him. So, okay. Don't use magic on the riders. For some reason, they are completely resistant. And hello, sexy. I think I see our target. So, right, around this bit of the world, mainly just wolves, which is actually not so bad at all. So, okay. Work around them, and no need to murder literally every bit of wildlife in the world. Get on the back of the stone. And okay. Travel west to a small island off the coast. Follow the swimmer. Seek the water of life. And based on the story, the swimmer's a black hawker. So dive into the water, swim very far, and far again. He followed the swimmer to a cave and swam deeper and deeper, his lungs are burning, his limbs exhausted. Then he found a pocket of air. That's where the waters of life are. So, right, swim out to an island, find a cave, then use water breathing to find a hidden bit of air inside the cave. That's what we're looking for. Now, I can see a tiny island on the map. to, yeah, the northwest. That's probably our destination. Not least as, right, there's a black hawker. Generally, they're like a beige colour, so, okay, friend, you are going to be my guide, aren't you? Hello there, friend hawker. Yeah, we're going to follow you. Make sure we set water breathing, and we were warned this might be a bit of a swim. And yeah, stay underwater, so I can see where he's going. Because the best as I can tell right now, yeah, we're going northwards, parallel to the coast here. Now, this being a Morrowind, it could be attacked by other things. There could just be slaughterfish around here. Be aware, there might be, you know, trouble at some point. Okay. The swimmer appears to have stopped. Apparently he's led me to the entrance of an underwater cave, so... okay. I don't see it, but aha! There's something underneath me. Right. I would never have found this in a million years, so, right. Pay attention to, yes, the story you're following. And according to the story, this place should be, yeah, underwater. But if I keep going, there should be a spot of a trapped air somewhere that we can use to gather the mysterious water of life or whatnot. And there we go. End of a long ice tunnel. There's something going on here, and... okay, it's also guarded. No, 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 no. Get down on the ground, mysterious skeleton. Okay, there we go. The waters of life. So, right, bring that back to... yeah, the McJibble. Is that a water-breathing potion? Swift swim and water-breathing. To make sure you don't accidentally get stuck down here. If, yes, you were only able to do a one-way trip. That's delightful. So, okay, step the next. Just swim that back home, though. Yeah. This coast up here in the northwest. This is definitely not a friendly-looking place. It's also interesting nobody seems to live here. Like, you know, the Skaal are up here, the Imperials have down south. Nobody has made their home up in this bit of the world. Okay, back to the stone, insert that, and... okay, possibly the effects are different each time, because that's delightful little bubbles that are clipping you through the thing. That's adorable. Oh, Morrowind, you are quite special, aren't you? So, okay, that there is the 3 stones up north, meaning there's 3 more to go. But there's one thing I want to do first instead. With a quick divine intervention, we should teleport straight back to the fort down south because... okay, some point in my journal did say you can now go and speak to Carneus over here. And okay, it's not actually Carneus himself. Instead, he wants me to mosey over to Raven Rock and, if we're lucky, maybe, just maybe, the place has been, you know, built a bit since the last time we were there. Oh, and hello, sexy. You guys have done a really bloody good job here. Like, I swear, just 2 days ago, there was nothing going on here, but... okay, that is seriously impressive. Well done, everybody involved. Plenty of it still, you know, a bit of a work in progress, lots of building sites, half-constructed houses, but still, this is impressive for 2 bloody days in. And right, that'll be why this building went up first. This is the mine entrance right here, so, yeah, the entire point of this society is to be built around the ebony mine. You built the actual mine structure first, because, you know, that's the entire point. So, Falco, what have you got for me? And confound it all, I'd hope Carneus wouldn't catch wind of our situation. I did have things under control until recently. There's a crazy Nord here. Hroldar the Strange, we've taken to calling him. He's been hanging around for a while, ranting about how we're ruining the land, and if we don't stop, we'll incur the wrath of nature itself. He was simply a nuisance, but now it seems we've got to get rid of him. So okay, Carneus just wants him killed. Anything standing between Carneus and Prophet deserves a death warrant as far as he's concerned. But I can't be that harsh. I feel sorry for the poor guy. It's clear his own people have abandoned him, though I can understand why. He asks you don't hurt him, Arya. Try to reason with him. Failing that, come back and talk to me. We can work something out. So, okay. You want me to get rid of, yes, you, good sir. Well, let's rig the deck in our favour as much as we can, persuasion gear on, etc, etc. And rest an hour just to get my stamina up to max. And you'll not infect me with your devilry orc. I'm here to defend nature, and I'll do so at any cost. Now be gone. Oh dear. There's literally nothing I can do, because, yes, when you've got that red thing there, that means you can't even access the persuasion game. You've just got no choice but to go down that route, so... I'm sorry, Falco, I really tried. And is you really that stubborn? Fine, I don't have time for this, so we need to get in there and finish our work. You have my permission to rough him up a bit. Bare fists only, no weapons, no spells. Are we clear? Want him to understand he's not welcome here. I don't want him dead. I'm gonna be honest, my friend. I'm not so good at that sort of thing. You're kidding me, right? You honestly don't know how to throw a punch. That certainly doesn't speak very highly of you, now does it? Go learn something about it, or use some sort of magic shenanigans to help yourself out. Really, I'm not here to hold your hand. Take some initiative, Arya, so... I'm sorry, Falco. I'm doing my best here, okay? Okay, I may be very bad at, like, you know, punching and whatnot. But I do have a lot of health and a lot of potions, so even though it might take a while, I can slowly punch him until he gives up, presumably. And I'm also going to assume, yeah, punching is a function of strength. So if I just make myself a bit stronger in that regard... And once again, he's not willing to engage with me in any way. I am really sorry about this, and... I'm literally missing him. I can't... There we go! We can sort of hit him. Alright. A few more punches, he's not even fighting back. He doesn't consider it worth fighting back, so... okay, you know what? I know what we could do here. Well, one, John... Get your flipping agility back up. That's good. That will help a lot. And two, activate Berserk mode. So, okay. Sort that out. Okay, now I'm Berserky. Now, we should be able to punch you. Not much or anything. Okay, we punched him a few more times. I'll not give in. Cease this violence before you bring death and destruction yourself. Okay, just keep punching him. I feel bad that he's not fighting back. Like... Please fight back. I feel like way worse about this, though my hand-to-hand skill is going up, which is adorable. Okay, just punch him faster. Now I've got my berserk up. Yep, we should be reliably hitting him. He's not even got a yellow bar up, which suggests, oh dear. Just try harder. Try punching him harder if we can. Eventually I'll get better at punching, just by, you know, practicing via punching this guy in the face. Okay, it's time to break out the big stuff here, because I feel like I'm not doing anything to him right now. So, okay. Drink of the mead, and also the Sujama. That should get my strength up to 180. So I'm hoping this might... Oh, hang on. We actually got a yellow bar there for a second. I think my Berserker Rage has worn off, though. So now... This is a really embarrassing fist fight right here. He's genuinely healing off my punches faster than I can punch him. This is possibly the most humiliating fight I've ever been involved in a video game. He's not even bothering to fight back, and he is genuinely healing faster than I can damage him. I've genuinely just been standing here, punching this guy for several minutes. Nothing's working. I can't hit him reliably enough to get him to surrender, so... Okay. I think I might need to literally go back to Vardenfell in order to dig up some of that special equipment that gives me bonus to hand-to-hand, assuming I've even still got that back at my Doom Fortress, and also go to the Fighters Guild for some hand-to-hand training, because apparently I'm truly terrible at brawling. Still, having utterly humiliated myself, how about we call it a part there? But next time... Right, as I say, we might need to go and do a bit of boxing training so I get much, much better at punching people. And on top of that, there's 3 more stones to deal with for the Skaal as well. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Morrowind. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping. Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we talk to this person?